Okay. This is definitely, this will be the last reading. Okay. Um, Someone is questioning if they conjured up a good spirit or a bad spirit in their home. The answers are within you. How do you feel? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel loved? Do you feel comfort? Do you feel chaos? Do you feel drained? Do you feel fulfilled? Is there a give and take between you and this spirit? Is there a give and take, or are they just taking? Because spirits could pimp you out too. Just like somebody could pimp you out here in these streets, spirits will pimp you out too. Others of you, you are struggling with manifesting because you need to utilize music to manifest. Someone needs to, I'm seeing someone dancing in a trance, visualizing what it is that they want to manifest. For somebody, if you're a dancer, if you connect with dancing in some way, shape, or form, if you used to be a dancer, okay, back in the day, but you don't dance no more, you need to get back to your roots, because there's a need for you to dance, listen to music, and manifest that way. Some of you over here, meditate. That's not for you. It's not working, and you know it's not working. Deep down inside, you're like, there's got to be a better way. Your attention span is completely short. There's other ways of manifesting. There's other ways of meditating. For others of you, your intuition and your discernment is going to always lead you in the right direction. Do not ignore it. Don't be a fool. Don't sit there and disregard what your gut is telling you, what your instincts is telling you, what your discernment is telling you. This is how you end up learning lessons and not receiving blessings, because you blindly want to sit there and have the rose-colored glasses on when your instincts told you, ding, 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 ding. The butterflies in the stomach told you. No. People be thinking them butterflies in the stomach is a good thing. That ain't no good thing. That's anxiety. That's your intuition telling you, ding, 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 ding. No, 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 no. You want comfort. You want safety. You want to feel safe. Your inner child feels safe. It's not questioning what's around itself, you know? Like a child would. Be looking around, being very observant, real uncomfortable, clinging to mommy's leg. If you're getting that type of feeling around people, there's a reason for it. If you got to sit there and be praying all the time before you go somewhere with somebody, there's a reason why you doing that, because there's no need for you to be with that person. If you got to do a whole lot of praying and a whole lot of protecting, it's one thing that you always protect yourself, right? Before you go out here in these streets, even when you're in the home. But if you got to sit there and really do all this extra protection stuff to be around a certain person, make it make sense. Do you think you need to be around them? If you got to be armored and suited up and booted up every time you get around them. Oh, okay. For others of you, there is no need for you to do anything at all. People on here will always keep talking about it's a full moon. There's always a full moon. There's always a new moon. There's always a ritual that you can sit there and do. There's always this. There's always that retrograde. There's always, these things are always happening. Does it mean you have to do something every time? No, you don't. Just because it's a full moon don't mean that you have to sit there and do something. For a lot of you, you need to be resting. For a lot of you, especially if you're on your menstrual cycle, your period right now, you should be sleeping, eating comfort foods. Yeah, I said it, eat your comfort foods. It's okay. It's okay. You can have that ice cream. It's all right. Just don't eat the whole carton like I did the other night. Don't do that. Okay? Eat half of it and put it away. Don't be greedy like me. My Taurus rising, I can't help it. I love to eat. I love food. I love junk food too. But it's like, there's a need for you to do nothing at all. Some of you need to just be taking a nice hot bath with some Epsom salt or some magnesium flakes or some candles and some roses with some Sade playing in the background, you know, listening to meditation music, getting a massage, you know, get your partner to just comb through your hair. Just let them brush it. Baby, do you know how good that feels when they sit there and I'm talking your natural hair. Let them play in your natural hair tonight, okay? Something like that, okay? That's what you're supposed to be doing tonight. You ain't supposed to be over here running around like a chicken with his head cut off trying to get all this stuff, get this candle, get this, get those herbs, oil this down, just because it's a full moon in Pisces. No. Let it go. You don't have to be doing anything, okay? Some of you don't. And you know exactly who I'm talking to, the ones that felt overwhelmed because it was a new moon in Pisces coming and it's eclipse season and you got to do this and you got to do this and you over here just exhausted. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Go relax. Go rest. Pray to remember your dreams tonight. You want to do something since you want to do something so bad. Right? You got to do something so bad. Do that. Pray that you remember your dreams. Okay? Say a prayer and go to bed early. You want to do something. Because some of you doing too much. You really doing too much. And it's not that serious. It's really not that serious. Somebody needs to get back to the basics, back to the basics, back to the basics. Okay? For others of you, once something is revealed to you, you may feel like a fool. But guess what? You live and you learn. You live and you learn, and be happy that you know sooner than later, because you could have invested way more time, money into something. If it was short-lived, be grateful. Hallelujah. Be grateful that it was short-lived. Okay? Because you could have ended up with a child with somebody. You could have ended up in so many different situations that you don't want to be in later because you done found out who this person was. So be grateful that it was short-lived for whoever that was. Spirit, is there any other messages? Yeah, we have 5 here. And see, I'm a life path 5, so I'm accustomed to change. I love change. Change feels good to me now. I used to fight it all the time as a kid because I hated change. I needed structure. I needed things to stay the same. It needed to be constant. Ain't no ups and downs, because I would get real agitated real quickly. Now, I love the change. I embrace the change because you know what? I'm being realigned. I'm getting further in my destination of where I need to go. I'm moving. I'm meeting new people, having new experiences. So some of you need to embrace this change that is occurring, and you need to let go of the control and allow this change to happen. Allow them tower moments to happen, because I promise you, you are fighting something that you really don't want. Your higher self is literally trying to shake you up inside, because your higher self is trying to let you know that that's not what you really want. You think that's what you want, but that's not what you really want, and you need to let this change happen. It ain't what you want. It ain't what you're really looking for, because guess what? This will cause you stagnancy if you don't change. If you don't switch up something, I'm hearing switch up the game. Some of you, if you're into sports, if you're a sports player, there's a need to change. What they call that stuff where the coach got that little book, like in football, it's like plays or something. I think a team has memorized, it's giving me Bring It On energy, where they memorize their little dances and what they was going to do next. Like, I feel like there's somebody's a team player, like somebody maybe remote viewing, doing something. They know your plays. And if this is not a game, like as far as a physical game and you're an athlete, somebody knows your ways. They know how you play the game in dating. They done peeped your patterns, baby. You gonna have to switch it up, baby. Okay, because the return of the Mac ain't gonna be too much of a Mac. Because they know you messing with a divine feminine energy. You can't run game on her. You can't run game on her. Or this is you. You have changed out of this stagnant energy to where it's like people can't run game on you no more. You see what it is. You know what it is. You know what the consequences are. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.